This part is about persuasive writing. So, what is a persuasive writing? Persuasive writing is a kind of writing in which we persuade other people or we convince other people. We convince them to do something or not to do something. We persuade them to think about a topic and we give them facts, we give them reasons, we give them opinions, we present statistics. So what is the intention? That they should agree to our point of view. Persuasive writing intends to convince readers to believe in an idea or opinion and to do an action or not to do an action. For example, not to do an action, we can give the example of smoking. You can write a persuasive passage where you are going to tell the people demerits of smoking and what is your intention that the people should not do the action of smoking. There are a few techniques that we can use when we are writing a persuasive passage because our passage needs to be convincing and if it has certain qualities, it can convince the readers. One of the techniques that is used by all the persuasive writers is alliteration. They repeat certain sound patterns, certain sounds, just to make the sounds more appealing to the reader, and it helps them to make the reader agree with the point of view. We also present facts because convincing somebody with our personal opinion is not always possible. So most of the people and people who are really educated about the different ideas, they mostly believe on facts. But when we present the facts, it is easy for us to convince them. Similarly, when we present opinions, an opinion of valid people, valid authorities, like for example, we are talking about smoking. So the opinion of a doctor is more valid. So we provide opinions of the doctors or the opinions of the people who are related to that particular profession because it's more appealing. Similarly, we can also use a repetition. Repetition is when we repeat the ideas, we are focusing. So just to make sure that the reader is not really away from the track, we really make him around the track, around what we want him to understand, around what we want him to take the action. Similarly, emotive language, we use the language that appeals to the reader. We use the language that appeals to readers' senses, any of the five senses. Furthermore, we can also use statistics. Statistics deals with the numbers, which show the readers number of the affected people. Let's say if we are talking about smoking, and we are writing a persuasive passage about the smoking, we could give the numbers that certain number of people suffered lungs problems because of smoking. So that number will show, and it will just help strengthen our point of view. And the last technique that we also use is three rule off. What is it? It is using three descriptive words or repetition. For example, if we are telling the reader about the Disneyland lands and we are convincing the reader that the reader should visit the Disneyland, we could do it in two ways. Disneyland is the most exciting, wonderful, unbelievable theme park. So here we have used three descriptive words for Disneyland lands. One is exciting, second is wonderful, and third is unbelievable. And second example is where we repeat something three times. Example for that is delicious pizza, delicious pasta, delicious everything. So here we have repeated a word three times. That's how this rule works, and that's how we can use different techniques to persuade readers.